products here. This one being the Quickfire Rapid Red Edition. So it's got actually red cherry switches, a black casing on a 10 keyless board with a red back plate to accentuate the red cherry switches. Basically, you have a driverless system where you requires no software but does have media keys on a full mechanical keyboard. You also have a Windows where you can actually turn the Windows key off on the for gaming mode. This will all be achieved. It's all going through a removable USB gold-plated cord with cable management on the back, but you also will be given a PS2 converter to allow for in-key rollover for the entire board itself. You do have the optional WASD red switches, which are arrowed, and then the WASD is located on the side of the key switches, but it also does come with your standard WASD keys and a key holder all encompassed in the packaging. Another new product we have here is our Recon, which is a fingertip grip mouse. It's ambidextrous in design, so it has buttons on both sides, on the side buttons, as well as an Avago 3090 optical sensor. So this is the newest optical sensor on the market, achieving 3500 dpi, which is the highest of any optical sensor. Another wonderful thing we were able to achieve with this mouse, being geared towards an FPS or RTS style, is 1.2 millimeter liftoff distance on black surfacing. That's industry leading on any optical engine on any mouse out there. So you have the ability of 3500 dpi, 1.2 millimeter liftoff distance on a very light form factor mouse that's ambidextrous in design, as well as designed for fingertip grip. It's sitting on a new mouse surface from us. This is the largest of them. We have 3 different sizes. It's a bit of a smoother surface, but does still offer a lot of control, so it does have a slight friction, but it is going to be smoother than your standard cloth pads. We did heat seal the outskirts of it, so it's got a very thick rubber mat. It's not going to roll up at all. So that's a new surface from us. All this is actually being run on a new case from us, which is the Striker. It's the white and black edition of our Trooper, but it does also have custom side panels compared to our standard Trooper, which you'll be able to see over there on that particular showcase. We also have some other keyboards here. Actually, it's going to have the blue keys here. It's going to have the gray casing to match kind of our Sentinel version, our Recon, and our Trigger, as well as our Cyrus with the gray casing. Blue cherry switches, all the exact same features as the original red. Moving on to our Quickfire Pro, which is the full 104 key set of our standard keyboards. This is also fully mechanical. Will be available in both blue, brown, red, and black switches. This is going to be an MSRP of about $99.99. It offers an LED backlit on the gaming cluster, so WASD as well as the surrounding keys are backlit. You can do a breathing effect with it as well, or turn it off. On top of that, it has driverless polling rate, so you can actually go from 1000 hertz all the way down to 125 hertz and in between as well. Also has the same feature of being able to turn off the Windows key, as well as the removable cord and the PS2 adapter for full in-key rollover. Moving on, we have our Trigger setup, which is our biggest of the keyboards. It has macro support as well as full LED backlit, removable wrist rest, USB 2.0 hub, and one of the most unique features about this keyboard is the 64 kilobytes of onboard memory. The onboard memory on this is unique from other boards. It allows the user to save their scripts, macros, and up to 6 profiles on the particular board itself. But what sets it apart from everyone else is it saves and executes from this onboard memory. So unlike any of the other keyboards out there that utilize a software set to execute their scripts and macros, a lot of games out there right now are able to capture that, especially console ports, and block that. What our keyboard does that's unique is it sets and it executes from the actual keyboard itself, the onboard memory, so the game cannot identify that it's not actually human action from the keyboard itself. It will always bypass any type of software setting to block anything. The games can't tell.
And it will also come in the variants for the cherry switches, not
yes,
just red,
it
right?
will. The first release in the U.S. will be with the brown switches, but there will be other options.
So only the Trigger and the Quickfire Pro are the ones that for North America will be available in different switches.
Colors.
So
this particular one is available in blue.
Blue
and
only.
the red switch is a different casing, and that has the red switches as well. There is the possibility of brown coming later on, and there's some options with that, and whether or not it'll have a black casing and potentially a silver backplate. But all of that is still up in the air. We're waiting to see the market feedback based upon the switches. North America, we found that the brown switches and the blue switches seem to be the most popular. The red are the newest, and we're testing the waters with that. But currently, blue and brown are our main focal points for the North American market. Also, what we have is our original the Sentinel Advanced version 2. The Sentinel was the original mouse that Cooler Master launched into the gaming market with. We took that mouse, which has been a really trusted design for us, and upgraded all the switches to Japanese Omron switches, Japanese encoder scroll wheel, as well as an Everlast coating, Teflon coating, with the gray out casing to complement our other product line. Another couple upgrades we did is we moved away from the twin-eye sensor that we originally had in the Sentinel and went with a single laser. The single-eye laser that supports up to 8200 DPI, which is industry-leading right now. No other mouse has that sensor.
Is it a Avago sensor this time?
It is an Avago sensor, yes.
Is it the same as the CM Storm Spawn, or?
No, that's an Avago optical. This is an Avago laser that we went with. It's not available in any other mouse on the market right now, and it supports up to 8200 DPI. Another neat feature we went with was the OLED screen got upgraded to full logo support. So instead of the original, which only had a small 20 by 20 logo, this will actually support the full screen now. Again, this mouse was also upgraded with 128 kilobytes of onboard memory, so you can save up to 6 profiles, all of which save right onto the mouse, and once you unplug, you can it will save your settings on any other PC. And so this is all sitting on our different size mouse surface that we're releasing, with the medium, the large, and the smaller was over there. Also, we have another unique thing that we're working on. We've released our 5.1 Cyrus a while back, but we wanted to bring support to not only the PC, which it originally was launched for, but we worked on creating a decoder box that allow you to get on all console platforms. That's going to include the PS3, the Xbox, and the Wii right now. So this will allow you to get your 5.1 experience with the Cyrus on a console platform. So
it's only compatible with the Cyrus so far?
So far, well, right now it's compatible with the Cyrus, and will be compatible with all our future headsets.
Yeah. And just a quick take a look at the, what's the name of this Striker, right?
Striker.
The Striker with the side panel. So it's essentially the same, except for the white version and the side panel. And is it the same MSRP expected?
The MSRP is going to be right around $199, and it'll be available sometime in April.
Hello.
You've been out here?
Yeah, that'll be like level 3, and that's based on. Yeah, it starts from there, but usually we have done that before.